Oh, hey! I didn't see you there. I was just doing some afternoon reading. Well, I guess now that you're all here, I guess I got to do a video for you. Just give me a sec. Let me just hit the music and get it going for you. Okay. Well, welcome to Creepy Ghoul Vision. Once again, I am Creepy Ghoul, your host. Thank you for tuning in and staying weird as always. Okay, in this video, I got some collectibles. This is going to be a collectibles video. Man, this is quite a physical media collectibles weekend, it seems. I posted just yesterday a buddy of my buddy Al's Shrine of Collectibles video. I just posted a physical media video, so now I'm going to shoot for you guys this collectibles video here that that's been sitting here on my dining room table for like a little bit now, that I've just obtained things from all over the place. So let's get to it. Without a drink in Creepy Ghoul's hand. One of my favorite, I don't smoke weed, but one of my favorite comedy films of all times is Cheech and Chong's Up in Smoke. I mean, I like a lot of the Cheech and Chong films, but Up in Smoke, man, is something else. I got this at a quote-unquote swap meet. No. A friend of mine was at my garage sale, and we always do trades and stuff like that, so I got this in a trade. A Cheech and Chong white t-shirt. I'll never wear a white shirt, but for collection purposes, there we go. Good old Cheech and Chong. Love Cheech and Chong. Up in Smoke. One of my top, I would say my top 3 or top 5 favorite comedy films of all time. Next to DC Cab. I like DC Cab. I like Brewster's Millions with Richard Pryor. Check some of those films out. You might like them. Check this out. This was in a pile that I obtained a little while ago. For collection purposes, it is the Batman. Whatever you want to fucking call it. I don't know what it was. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was like a CD case or something like that. But when I unzipped it, it had that, whatever you want to call it. So it's pretty much thermos. That's what it was. It says thermos all over it. It's like a cooler. It's like a lunch cooler. It's like a lunch bag. It's like a Batman lunch bag. I put my sandwich in here and my beer. I mean my pop. And take it to work. So yeah, it's a thermos Batman. Look at that, eh? That's pretty fucking cool, eh? Seriously, you know you fucking love it. I love it. Anyhow, guys, I got some books for you. I went thrifting a little while ago and I found a whole bunch of cool books of interest. And I got some other shit to show you here too. First up, an old copy, not that old, but an older copy of Bram Stoker's Dracula. Dracula. Now, this November I'll be 49 years old, born in 1974. Bram Stoker's Dracula is the only book I've read more times than any other book that I could even think of. I remember reading it as a kid before I was even a teenager. I got it at a school book fair. I love the cover. And I read that book like over and over and over again till like the cover deteriorated. Anyways, I found this older copy of Bram Stoker's Dracula. The cover is very Christian Death-ish, if you know what I mean. Very Christian Death. But yeah, pretty cool. I don't mind another copy of Bram Stoker's Dracula. I would love to read this, reread this again. Yeah, Bantam Classics. You know they're always good, and this was a former library book apparently. Yeah, crazy stuff. When was the publishing on this one? The publishing on this one, I can't remember when it was. It was 1981. 1981 copy of Bram Stoker's Dracula. Now, I read Bram Stoker's Dracula for after 1981. I was in grade, I'm guessing, grade 3-ish. Anyway, if you guys are not familiar with Edward Lear, I suggest you get yourself familiar with Edward Lear. I had a crazy-ass strong beer just moments ago before this video. Drinking it through my last video, and it's still with me. But anyhow, Edward Lear, bosh and nonsense. If you like dirty fucking limericks, or even this wacky, crazy limericks, then you'll like this. His major book is called The Complete Nonsense Book. I remember signing out of the school library back in, again, when I was like in grade 4. Yeah, 80 something, I don't remember. But his illustrations are like off the charts, and his limericks are just like really fucked up, I'm telling you. If you can find that book, I can't even turn the pages. If you can turn, I mean, holy fuck. If you can find that book, The Complete Nonsense Book it's called, grab it. Trust me, you're gonna pass a fucking sandwich through your nose. It's just that ridiculous. Let me see if I can read you something here. I remember from my childhood here. There was an old person of Reims who was troubled with horrible dreams. So to keep him awake, they fed him with cake. That afflicted old person of Reims. Anyhow, there's that old person of Reims right there. They're feeding him with cake. Weird shit, man, I'm telling you. But this is just like a sketchbook of like his drawings and like limericks and whatnot. But you really need to check out The Complete Nonsense Book. It is so hard to get that book. I found a thrift store copy many years ago. I'd love to have that copy that I signed out back in the day in public school, grade 3, grade 4. Beautiful book. I defaced the fuck out of that book just because I'm so fucked up. Anyhow, here's another book. I love these books. This is the Reader's Digest. Hints and Tips to Make Life Easier. Practical solutions for everyday problems. And it's alphabetized, believe it or not, folks. I'm telling you, this is a really cool book. I was reading it on my porch the other day. Really cool. Let's see. I'll just pick something, fuck, I don't know, randomly. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. I'm just trying to... Oh, here's one. Acne. Don't scrub too hard. Using harsh exfoliators and applying too much friction when you wash your face can increase the possibility of acne eruptions. Maybe that's not such a good one, but anyhow, it's got a lot of crazy stuff in here, man. Like, I love books like this, like tips and tricks. It's probably somewhat outdated now, but I don't know. It's a fun book. And my thrift store, it's called Value Village. I don't know how far Value Village goes. It's called Savers elsewhere, I think in the States or whatever. I don't know. Anyhow, they got a special. You buy, like, I think 4 books, you get the 5th one free or something like that. That's where I got like these books I'm about to showcase to you. Here it is right here. Check this out. This book grabbed me by the you-know-what. Fully illustrated. Well, that's for me anyway, because I tend to wear t-shirts with words on them because I have a hard time communicating verbally. Alternative healing and your health. Discover the many methods man has used throughout the ages to alleviate health problems, great and small. This is a really fucking cool book, man. Like, I really love stuff like this. Look at that. A lot of mystical stuff in here. A lot of interesting stuff in here. This is like bathroom reading, actually. You know what I mean? Ritual is magic. Like, stuff like that. The balancing touch, acupuncture, creative touch, science and magic, the alphabet of vitamins, old wives' tales, a pinch of optimism, the way of the believer. Love it. Love it. Lots of great stuff in here. It's an interesting read. I love interesting reads. This one, I don't know. I just kind of got. It's like a little insert from a record collection or something like that. It's a catalog of like 8 tracks from Reader's Digest, on stereo records, on stereo 8 tapes. 8 tracks. So it's pretty much an 8-track catalog. Happy to have that for collection purposes. Look at that, eh? It's pretty cool. I love stuff like that. I collect 8 tracks too. When I find some cool ones, I got some Kiss, I got some Black Sabbath. I don't remember what else, but anyhow, this was kind of sort of free, if you know what I mean. Okay, so I'm not that good of a bass player, believe me. I'm just as bad as Sid Vicious ever was. I have 2 bass guitars under my belt. I've got an old vintage Ibanez from the circa late 80s, early 90s, and I've got a BC Rich Warlock, both of which I need to start picking up again. But anyhow, I saw this at my old thrift store, and I had to have it. Appetite for Destruction, man. This is a fucking skate rock album right here. I played this cassette in my Walkman, like, back and forth, man, back and forth. I don't know how to read a note of music. I barely even know how to read tablature. Holy crap. But had to have this one for collection purposes because it's from the old Appetite for Destruction days. There's the band right there. Needs no introduction. But yeah. A bass book. Bass guitar. Appetite for Destruction. There you go. And here's one right here. An old book on the tarot, which I have been practicing, getting back into it. This is a really cool book. A lot of spreads, a lot of information. Let me just flip through it for you if I can. Really nice old book. I love the old books like this. They don't make them like this anymore, man. And they do regular, if you have a regular deck of cards, guidance on reading regular decks of cards, but mostly the tarot, focusing on the Rider-Waite deck. But yeah, really happy to have this old book, as I'm just getting back into tarot and whatnot. So yeah. Alright guys, let's move on here. I got a few more items to show you. Now we're going to get into some collectibles and whatnot. So here we go. So from my thrift store, a Peanuts tin from the Hallmark collection. Hallmark Peanuts tin. Look at that. I'm going to do a little 360 here. Now, if you guys know me like you do, you know I love Peanuts. Charlie Brown, Snoopy and the gang. I love Peanuts. I grew up with it. It's my forever cartoon. I love Peanuts. There you go. And it's like a piggy bank, so you put the money in there and you can get it through there or whatever. But that's the classic one. Happiness is a sound of cold hard cash. You remember that episode? I think it was the Charlie Brown Christmas, when Charlie Brown went to Lucy, the health booth, and he put in the nickel and she shook up her tin. Says, "Oh, I love the sound of cold hard cash." Anyways, yeah, that's a really cool tin. Love it. Love it. Nichols Nickels Nickels. Look at Snoopy. Doesn't his head look like a little peanut? Alright. So, I've said it before and I will continue to say that dollar stores have come a long way. Dollarama, I frequent my Dollarama. I frequent my Dollarama like once a week or so. I grab my snacks there, you know. I grab like my my chocolate bars, my chips, and like whatever. And I always look at the toy section because every now and again you're gonna find that one gem in that Dollarama toy aisle, toy shelf. It's gonna be $5. So anyhow, I'll show you this first. I found different variations of this Batmobile, this dinky car Batmobile, but this one I came across. This is a red version of the classic TV series Batmobile. It's like a reddish, burgundy-ish version of the Batmobile, and you know I had to have it. I've got the black version, I've got the navy blue version. Now there's a burgundy version of the Batmobile. I found it quite intriguing, wanted to have it for the old collection. There you go. I don't know how well you're going to see the color there, but yeah, it's quite interesting. So next up, check this out. I was like, wow, really? Going back to the old Secret Wars days. Black costume Spider-Man. Dollarama. This was $5. As opposed to like, if you were to go to like a Toys R Us or wherever these things were sold. I don't know what you'd be paying for this, like $15, I'm guessing. But anyhow, there you go. Black costume Spider-Man. It was the one and only one there. And the beauty of it as a collector, look at that. It was unpunched. Look at that. Love me some black costume Spider-Man. And the next up I found, again, it was the only one, unpunched, the Green Goblin. I love that, man. I used to watch the old Spider-Man from back in the day, the one from the 60s, and I always loved the Green Goblin. Look at that. Old school Green Goblin. $5. Gotta love that. And of course, the sexy Black Widow. Love Black Widow from the old days. I think Scarlett Johansson played her in the newer movies. Love Scarlett Johansson, that's for sure. The Black Widow. $5 at my local Dollarama. Unpunched at that. Love it. And it was the only one too. The other ones were Thor and the Thing. They had like a bunch of those, but these were onesies, and I grabbed them. Look at that, eh? There you go. Love that shit, man. Okay, and I got a couple more items. Some very special people in my life got me this tarot jigsaw puzzle. I've never seen a tarot jigsaw puzzle ever. This is quite unique, quite interesting. It's not the Rider-Waite, it's the illuminated tarot puzzle. The images are quite illuminated, but anyhow, nevertheless, it is a tarot collectible, and I may open it, and I may do it one of these days when I've got some table space. What's that, 1,000 pieces or something like that? How many pieces? 1,000 pieces, yeah. A meditative 1,000 piece jigsaw puzzle. You gotta love that. A meditative tarot jigsaw puzzle. God, I haven't done a puzzle in like centuries. I used to like doing puzzles. I did a lot of puzzles as a kid. Anyhow, I got one more item to show you. This comes from my buddy Al, who I hope you guys checked out his video that I shot last weekend after my garage sale of his Collectibles Shrine. Check out his place. Again, I thought the Batcave here was totally nuts, but no. His place is quite insane. His collectibles are just, you gotta see it. Check out the video. I posted it just yesterday. My buddy Al gave me a box of Nightmare on Elm Street cards. Now, I think I already have these. I'm pretty sure I do. I don't know how complete this is. To be quite honest with you, I really don't care. I'm just really happy to have these, or even a double set of them. These were from the old days. What year was this from? Just out of curiosity. Let's see. Oh, 84, 91. Elm Street 84, obviously. Cards from 91. So really happy to have these cards. Some of you may have remembered these. These are not very easy to get. And, you know, my buddy Al just gave them to me. And that was a really nice gesture. And I really appreciate it as a horror collector. Yeah, really cool cards. Scenes from the film and whatnot. Yeah. And complete with the box, and I'll show you inside the box. Has that, and there's like more cards in there as well. So I'm pretty sure this is a complete set. But yeah, really happy to have that. There you go, Nightmare on Elm Street. You better get ready for Freddy. Anyways, guys, that was my collectibles video. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Give me some thumbs up, will ya? And stay weird as always. You are tuned into Creepy Ghoul Vision, and I am Creepy Ghoul, always your host. Thank you very much.